Hello, I was starting just a minute ago and then deleted it because I felt like I was trying to take on too much. But I'm in James chapter 5, starting around 11, and I'll put that in the description eventually. But I wanted to just quickly talk about something very narrow, is that I wanted to talk about the fact that James is really encouraging us to stay the course, and I know that is super difficult at times, and that's actually all I'm going to really talk about is staying the course today. Because there's lots of things that come in our lives that are challenging and not necessarily easy to put together with our faith. So that's what I'm trying to reconcile and talk about how James really pushes us to continue to try to go forward. And as I was talking to a friend yesterday, the idea of we actually were just talking about the fact that, like, say something fell on, we were talking about the ministry of reconciliation, which is in 1 Corinthians chapter 5, and the idea that our job, our role in life is to reconcile people to God. And that's kind of what 1 Corinthians 5 talks about. And that really can be pretty difficult at times because one of the examples that was given is like, oh, say you're working with somebody and something falls on your foot and then you swear. And one of the men in my group really had a kind of a interesting perspective about that, and I guess I totally get it, is that what a horrible way to reconcile people to God is by representing him in such a bad way. And then I started thinking about that, and I really felt a different conviction, which, I mean, I'm not all for faking it, and when we fail, just letting that be and not thinking anything of it. But I am for the idea that in that moment you just say something like, and I say this to my kids sometimes, that's not who I wanted to be in the moment. And that's super hard, but that's a real outworking of our faith, knowing that we're going to be less than perfect and sometimes we react in the moment, but we're going to have to deal with those things. And that's the real ministry of reconciliation in my mind, because if you look at the 1 Corinthians passage, 1 Corinthians 5 again, it talks about, and it's near the end of that passage, or that chapter, the idea that our job, not our job, what God's job, what Jesus' role was about reconciling us while we were yet sinners. And I feel like that's a passage or a truth that can walk through into our relationships, that while we are still sinners, we can be reconciling people. Because I feel like sometimes, at least for me and other folks I know, that when we get religious, when we feel like we have to act a certain way, behave a certain way, and that's how we reconcile people, we miss the point. I feel like when we reconcile our faith with our acts and our works, then we automatically become a better minister of reconciliation. And so this James passage connects in that it tells us to not give up, that we need to be patient in our working out this salvation. And I think that connects also to Philippians chapter 2 or 3. So those are my initial thoughts. If you have any ideas, please tell me. None of you interact with my posts, so I don't know if anybody likes this. I'm just kidding. That was a shameless plug, I guess. Anyway, have a great day. Enjoy your Saturday and Sunday, and I'm praying that God would richly bless you. Bye.